Hello, everyone. My name's Steve, and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. And here is my letter to Sean Fraser, dated January 8th, 2023. Urgent, expiring PGWP and highly qualified CEC candidates. Dear Minister Fraser, as someone who is well-versed, experienced, and studied in the immigration laws of Canada and an experienced policy enthusiast and immigration professional, I request your department urgently look to this group of exceptional applicants that have been left behind by the immigration system. These applicants are those with PGWPs expiring in 2023 and CEC applicants with mid-high 400 CRS scores. I'm writing to you out of desperation on behalf of these applicants. Canada's economic immigration policy is the envy of the free world. I know there have been challenges over the last 3 years, and I commend you and your department for transitioning to online applications only and maintaining high targets for skilled and qualified newcomers. I also want to commend your department for offering public consultation on the upcoming changes in express entry to solve the labor shortages. Diversity truly is our strength, and I thank you for your dedication to public service. Less than 2 years ago, a massive draw of applicants in this same category saw invitations with a CRS score as low as 75, whereas now applicants in the mid-400s have no choice but to leave the country due to the hold on express entry draws and a lack of ability to extend their PGWP under any valid public policy. This doesn't seem right from a policy perspective, and I don't want to see these young Canadian educated workers who are hardworking, brilliant newcomers who've taken their savings and committed their time as students and workers to this great country be forced to leave due to administrative bureaucracy and mismanagement. Why would Canada want to turn away the most qualified economic immigrants with the highest CRS scores? They need a path to stay in Canada urgently. They are a priority for the future of Canada. These applicants were promised in 2022 that a second TR to PR pathway would be introduced, and your department mentioned this would be navigated through express entry instead, which I was in favor of. The resumption of express entry draws gave me hope that these applicants would not be forgotten. I understand that you are bringing in a new policy to allow unskilled foreign workers to apply for spousal open work permits for their dependents, and that's a great policy move. But why not extend these highly skilled PGWP holders an exemption at least until July 2024, like their peers received, whose PGWP permits expired in 2022? This would help alleviate the labor shortage in a way that can be achieved through a simple interim public policy. I would recommend two immediate, easily implementable solutions to support this group of vulnerable but highly qualified newcomers from having to leave Canada in the coming weeks. In any case, at least within 90 days, the restoration period, from the start of 2023 to help save these applicants. Number one, an interim extension of PGWP holders that are expiring in 2023 for a period of 18 months. This is a logical extension of the public policy that was introduced in 2021. Canadian employers are still suffering from massive labor shortages and the outrageous temporary resident work permit processing times from overseas visa posts and LMIA processing times, which justify the addition of already pre-qualified open work permit holders to the Canadian labor market in the simplest way possible. There's an abundance of highly qualified applicants. We just need IRCC to press the button for interim authorization for them to continue working until the express entry system can be sorted out from the Kmiec 2021 implementation disaster. Number two, changes to express entry. These are coming with C19, and I look forward to offering my input on what changes I think would be suitable to best serve Canada's economic immigration objectives. Canadian experienced class applicants are the cream of the crop. These applicants have recent skilled work experience in Canada, at least 1 year of it. It is well documented that Canadian employers have a bias towards international experience and favor Canadian experience. Of these applicants, many of them have studied at our DLIs. They are well integrated and have had smooth transition into our Canadian labor market. They've studied using our languages, worked in our languages, and integrated into the Canadian job market and economy. Open work permits allow them to work for multiple employers and relocate anywhere in the country to solve our acute labor shortages, and they are highly mobile as they are young and willing to locate where they are treated best. To let these applicants fall through the cracks because of express entry glitches and distractions on implementing new long-term policy objectives would be a fundamental breach of natural justice and a huge loss for our Canada. These applicants are a top priority for our economic immigration objectives. I'm begging you to please do something to keep these applicants in the country, working in our economy, to keep Canada on the path to economic recovery. If you need further context or would like to discuss these issues in greater detail, I will gladly make myself available for you and your department. I'm available to support you and your department by any means necessary to facilitate decisive actions to support these newcomers in distress. Sincerely, Stephen J. Palacini.